Hi, it's Miss P, American Rebel on film. The film review tells you how film is entertaining without the woke progressive bullshit that's out there. And also how it's entertaining within its own, is or is entertaining without, not entertaining without its own, with its own merits and everything. This one, The Longest Walk, ladies and gentlemen. This one is a thriller. It's listed as a horror, but it's more of a thriller. It's a Stephen King film, The Longest Walk. In essence, and it's for the main fact that for the premise of the film. The premise of the film is there's this martial state of law and that these men, 100 men each year, go out and go for this longest walk. And if you walk and you have to walk within a certain amount of speed, or else if you get caught behind, or if you stop, you get shot in the head, or you get shot and killed. And then whoever is the winner gets a prize and a wish. That's the whole premise of the movie. That's why I say it's not meant for children or meant for kids. However, Mark Hamill, who did play in Star Wars as Luke Skywalker, he's now a bad guy. He's a general or a marshal now, and he's talking to all these guys, saying how brave they are and all they are for doing this. And it just starts off with a whole bunch of men with Raymond Garrity, an all-American guy who has his family. His mom takes him over, and he goes for the walk. Goes to find out later he has an ulterior motive for doing the walk, and which goes into also to the sacrifice part of the film, which you have to see. Peter McVee is a black man on it, and him and a couple of black men on there, and he forms a bond relationship with them, and while they're walking in regards to this, as well as another guy, Howard. They all form the Four Musketeers, and they all walk, and everyone else is getting picked off, and near the end, as they start falling back behind, it's just a heartwarming story about humanity. That's plain and simple. These guys develop friendships, they develop brotherhood, even this two antagonistic people, one's like a fit guy and one's an asshole, end up later on full 360 at the end of the film because of at the end of all the horror that they had to go through. It is a film that you should see. However, I would not recommend it for young kids because it is gun violence to the head and brains coming out of the head, skull, that type of thing. I would not want to take your kid to see that. But if you're an adult and you want a good film, this is a good film for a good human interest thriller, basically I'll call it. And I give it an A. An A for The Longest Walk. See you next time at the movies.